this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
What a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback. And he's coming out of the hill where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he stopped immediately there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season, and now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch, going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he can be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. carries. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They will be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On the stop, it was Mike Hughes.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Cousins now. Short throw caught by Pitts. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
To throw is Cousins. Right back to Pitts again. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Cousins. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield now. It's caught by Mike Evans. Still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 65 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the draw line, Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, Cousins. He'll try and do this himself. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
180. Point it right.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A 1st carry for Rashad White. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. White again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cousins the thrower. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Cousins. That's brought in downfield by London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in his first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you spend your first round picking up pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. And it starts with a good one in the AFC West. Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And this is Keenan Allen. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a week 1 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the rookie starter, the second-round pick, Tyler Shough. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. 14 all, the score at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. Mayfield to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball back in the field. Things are working out, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Behind the chain, second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Cousins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Stills from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. Well, look like he had it for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Mayfield now from the 50. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. Been there before, unable to save it, his man there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
First carry for Tyler Algier. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Throwing his Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this one is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't.
Touchdown, Falcons! Darnell Mooney. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Bucs now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Fights him off. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Mayfield now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about timeout on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
To that. That kind so bad. Every once in a while, I think I can dance.
But they saved my life. He pulled a gun up in my face, and that's when my husband got out. But when my husband got out, trying to stick with me, don't he? And that's what he shot my husband last time. The police, they came so fast. If it wasn't for them, I think I'd be dead too. But they saved my life. He pulled the police. They came so fast. If it wasn't for them, I think I'd be dead too. But they saved my life. He pulled a gun up in my face, and that's when my husband got out. But when my husband got out, trying to stick with me, don't he? And that's what he shot.
Say once you get the truck, let's slip a little creek, slide up in the cut. Get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. It ain't that serious. His money is plain to see. I'm thinking about this, come and fuck with me. Climb on top and make love to me. I make you delirious. Plus you have me in the palm of my hand, cause it's all respect. You ain't harder than riddles, really got the bitch in check. Like tears and time in the bed. My niggas big, probably about an hour and scared. She was heavy on the ass, my bedroom was on the glass. Ball spinning in my body was heavy on the. See me ride shotgun and that's me on the dick. Started off in an automatic, now she driving a stick. I'm moving the freak, thinking I'm in. Mommy lean back, kick off your shoes, get up in the. Put on the rubber, spit on the foot, spit up in the wall. Hit the mama dick on the lips, and then the bitch corner. Took you crazy, bigger bed, bed, sleeping just bed, and I plenty bigger bed. I'm heavy like 80 on the scale, the DC, I'll take you to your lady on the dead, but bitch, come and fuck with me. Climb on top and make love to me. I make you delirious. Plus she happy in the palm of her hand. Cause it's all respect. You ain't harder than been a feather, got the bitches to check. She like to see every time in the bed. Mommy was mean, probably about it, now I'm scared. She was heavy on the ass, my belly was on the glass, ball spinning, and mommy body was heavy on the. See me ride shotgun and that's me on the dick. Started off with the automatic, now she got on the stick. I'm a man, I think it, I'm on. Mommy lean back, kick off your shoes, let's get up in the booth. Put on the rubber, spit on the push, stand up in the wall. Hit the mama dick on the lips, let it just choke you crazy, bigger bad, bad, see this little bad, now play me bigger bad. Nah, I'm heavy like 80s on the scale. The 3C got pictures of your lady on the dead. Wait.
On Hard Rock Bet Casino with these people. 24 hours play and splash, you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
You also get 200 bonus spins to play pump the gold ball.
Roll with us. Jersey, download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
They want you to get the trust. That simple little bitch slide up in the cut. Get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. It ain't that serious. You get money, it's plain to see. A bigger bad bitch, come and fuck with me. Climb on top and make love to me. I make you delirious. You ain't harder than been a feather, got the bitches to check. She like to see every time in the bed. Mommy was mean, probably about it, now I'm scared. She was heavy on the ass, my belly was on the glass, ball spinning, and mommy body was heavy on the. See me ride shotgun and that's me on the dick. Started off with the automatic, now she got on the stick. I'm a man, I think it, I'm on. Mommy lean back, kick off your shoes, let's get up in the booth. Put on the rubber, spit on the push, stand up in the wall. Hit the mama dick on the lips, let it choke you crazy, bigger bad, bad, see this little bad, now play me bigger bad. Nah, I'm heavy like 80s on the scale. The 3C got pictures of your lady on the dead. Wait.
I don't talk to that nigga, and he don't talk to me, but he don't play with me like he plays with other niggas. But the thing is right now, like, nigga, I enjoy 50's antics, nigga. Like, I'm one of them niggas. Like, nigga, one of them niggas that, you lose. I don't talk to that nigga, and he don't talk to me, but he don't play with me like he plays with other niggas. But the thing is right now, like, nigga, I enjoy 50's antics, nigga. Like, I'm one of them niggas. Like, nigga, one of them niggas that, you lose some shit like that.
Y'all, my nigga, bitch. We got some underground shit going on, though.
I don't talk to that nigga.
So people are automatically think you wear both hats?
Yeah, like I post like workout videos, and people will be like, "Oh my god, you've been totally tell she wearing butt pads," and I'm like, kind of does something to my ego a little bit because it's like I have a background in bodybuilding, I have a background in the military, I work out every single day, and you're gonna tell me I got butt pads on? I was 98, you know, character. Psycho man. Yeah.
You know,
But it's like, don't do me and tell me I got butt pads on, bitch. Because now I have to really buy them, and then I have to really start wearing them. I don't know. I have a lot. I have my whole head tattooed. But I grew my hair out since then. But I need more tattoos. I feel like I'm tatted, but I'm not tatted enough. You know what I mean?
How much more you need, girl?
I want to be covered.
Like a walking coloring book?
Yeah, like a toilet bag.
So people are automatically think you wear both hats?
Yeah, like I post like workout.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say.
So people are
I prefer the drive-thru over sitting there and just sipping on my pre-workout.
Yeah. That's good.
Does it look good though? Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Does it look good though?
So it's come to my attention that a lot of people on the internet think I'm wearing butt pads.
Shut the fuck up and fuck us.
So people are. From the moment the law is broken. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. I don't like it like that.
Breaking news. Patterson, New Jersey resident Ashley Marie, former suicide survivor, was taken on a high-speed chase with son.
Let's go.
We begin tonight with a nurse fired from a Murfreesboro hospital after being charged with sexually assaulting a patient. Our Fraser Ross explains the accusations made at Ascension St. Thomas, Rutherford. This is the hospital where that 25-year-old nurse worked and where police say he sexually assaulted a patient. Murfreesboro police arrested 25-year-old Tyler Butcher at his home just after 9 last night. He's charged with kidnapping, sexual battery, prevention of emergency services, and indecent exposure. Now, we are working to learn more information about what exactly happened.
Oh my god. This girl got a. Why can you only why you said too?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The story about all the way up is crazy.
Oh, I want to hear the story about all the way up. Yeah, let me hear it. Rich is doing all the way up. Yeah, let me hear it.
Nah, hold on, kid. I can't come back home and tell my story. Hey, how much?
40.
For all these you?
I mean, okay, the juvenile system, I'm not even gonna lie. Probably like it was worse than in the prison I've ever been to.
Back in the days, man, on Hill, you know what I'm saying? When I first met nigga, the crew in Staten Island, yeah, just right there on the corner, man. So that dude been around for a long time. He had the long hair way back in that time. I don't know, he had to give up.
Well, he gave me range. He was on some range. He told me about that deal. He was giving me range. He was like, man, let me get you. So,
Look at all the old guys. Now that you already good.
What's the matter, dog? You a bottom? This guy's a gangster? His real name is Arthur. And Arthur gonna get you when they prove it Adam Arthur. And Arthur and his team won't be going any farther. What's the matter, dog? You a bottom? This guy's a gangster? His real name is Arthur. And Arthur gonna get you when they prove it Adam Arthur. And Arthur and his team. Behind me is the most powerful SUV. What's the matter, dog? Behind me is the most powerful SUV on the planet. There's a 3 motors, 2 in the back, 1 in the front, and a cloak.
He was murdered in that helicopter crash with Florida residents to both of Washington before he was about to release. He was murdered in that helicopter crash with Florida residents to both of Washington before he was about to release the first Kobe one of his own secret plan. I'll throw a picture up to the top. Oh, they were the house killers tonight. They were the house killers. So they had to kill Kobe to release that secret. And Kobe Bryant was going to start his own professional basketball coach. Headquartered in America's largest citizen, and Kobe Bryant was the Michael Jordan type. Michael Jordan is not more popular than no athlete. Kobe Bryant was the most popular athlete in the world in China. He was Michael Jordan in China. They could not let Kobe start that anymore. The Chinese economy is stronger than the American economy. If Kobe Bryant would have the basketball game in China, America would have done. Kobe didn't realize the market. He was a opportunity to the fact that he was political and clearly aspirational. He was murdered in that helicopter crash with Florida residents to both of Washington before he was about to release the first Kobe one of his own secret plan. I'll throw a picture up to the top. Oh, they were the house killers tonight. They were the house killers. So they had to kill Kobe to release that secret. And Kobe Bryant was going to start his own professional basketball association headquartered in China, America's largest citizen. And Kobe Bryant was the Michael Jordan type. Michael Jordan is not more popular than no athlete. Kobe Bryant was the most popular athlete in the world in China. He was Michael Jordan in China. They could not let Kobe start that anymore. The China.
Hey, Jerry. Rashawn has always been very protective of who I hung out with and what I did. He always wanted to make sure that I was safe. So he took me home from school every single day.
There's one particular day, my friend Shaheed called me up and was like, "Yo, Rob, can you fill in for me?" So I said, "Sure." So what I did was I asked one of my friends at the time, I said, "Yo, can you drop me off?" And he said, "No problem."
It was the day before Thanksgiving, 1994.
The Park is a washed-up family. First of all, the person in the park is stupid. Matt is 51 years old. Almost nowhere to be washed up. That's a person with a small mentality, first and foremost. That's a person actually crazy. 58 ounces of high toilet. That's a person that's kind of fucking slow to things, to be honest with you. Like, I would say you're fucking slow. What the fuck is a washed-up family? You know, you good? Oh, yeah, you got me. I'm good. I'm good. You all right? Hillary Duff the best of all superstar behind their mom?
Yeah, Duff. I don't know how old he is. Let Duff know that the kids are like the girls are so excited to go on vacation. So
Whatever room he walks into, he's the man.
September 20th.
This is supposed to be the largest two-bedroom apartment.
George. They came out 80,000.
They once you get the truck, slip a little creek, slide up in the cut, get the basic.
I don't know how people get in these long.
guess who's back?
This guy. Relationships, because you ought to be able to. You know Merlin Central?
Merlin said Taylor, man. Damn, another brother that's not here, man.
Hold on, girl, I'm coming right now. Girl! Hold on, girl, I'm coming right now.
One of these songs for that line.
Freedom of jail, clips inserted, amazing.
Ever since you left, more money, more cars, more hoes, more dough. Ever since you left, more diamonds, more gold.
I told y'all, man, when I used to play John Smith, I used to pray for Jehovah God. Let me make this end. Then I'll go like this.
John to the pieces.
Now, I know a lot of y'all.
Dear white men.
Get the fuck out of here.
Morning!
We do have a description. We take that.
I'm gonna tell
disgusting this is out here. Corner straight on 16 down. That's disgusting. Disgusting. That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
This new mechanic makes man coverage completely overpowered. This is the single most powerful feature on the defensive side of the ball. This is the switch stick, which allows you to take full control of any defender mid-play by simply flipping your right stick towards the player you want to take control of. Remember, both the player you start on and the player you switch to must be on coverage assignments, and you can only switch stick.
One of the most respected calls. The album will be out. Turn to the was
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in week 2. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here. Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. This is Chase McLaughlin on to handle the opening kick. And off we go from NRG Stadium. Here's Traylon Smith with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Space on the right. He's got room. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the... NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poised, do your job, and lead your team.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing, Baker. Setting up the running back screen. It's a small gain up to the 38. Stop coming from Henry To'o.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on fourth down. On comes Riley Dixon. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Buccaneers pick it up, and they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
First and 10, it's a gift to White. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, that double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, it's Jalen Moore. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Sprout. He's going to tuck it and run. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop it from being run.
We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp, because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Stroud now on 3rd. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the 1st. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Bear connects on the extra point. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bear has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. He sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Irving on second. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about him when they get to the sidelines.
They've got first down here from the 36. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Block pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Here he goes, third and long. Chased out to his right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucs have the first. The give now to White. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
From the gun, Mayfield escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got third and 4. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Baker. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're 3-1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his right. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for third down.
20. Kings. Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33. Done.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend to pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They give inside to Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. All right.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. In the red zone now. Schultz with the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-point lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal trying to miss the mark. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. That's not going to connect. Got a surprise on 1st down, but unable to connect off of it. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going again is Baker. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback, going to be in upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line, second down. Mayfield now from the gun. Got locked behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And a nice return. Has him looking at a very short field now. Ryan's doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. And in motion, out of the slot. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the gun, Marks gets it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Now they send them back in motion right. Down from the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Now, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
White trying this straight ahead. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Mayfield urging his guys to the line. Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And it's incomplete. We're deep into the bag of tricks there on second down. We expect something a little more conventional here on third. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it third down. Air it out on third. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. He crosses the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. Only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and could get that first down. And
Mayfield on first and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
180! Got
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. They connect on the trick play. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. All set now. First and 10. From the red zone on first. Scott Evans once again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable.
here we go.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested space.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Texans set to punt. Cameron Johnson back deep to receive this one for the Bucs. This clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Here's Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is taken ahead to the 37. As he's outshire that time on the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half. First and 10 now from the 46. Baker now from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. No surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. To the air. Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Looking for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's not going to connect. Broke out a surprise there on first down, but unable to connect off of it. Second down coming up. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they face second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down, Mayfield to pass. Buys time, rolling right. That's Evans making the catch outright. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Mayfield throwing on 4th. That one's good to Godwin. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a game of about 3 before he's escorted out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Play it right. Run. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And He's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to go down right along Mayfield's right.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. For number 9 of the drive, it's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. Gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here. And is this a spot we can see them go for it? Let's find out.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback where he could scramble for the first.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? They just cruise it. No thinking, just do it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. On with the 44. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And that's incomplete. So we've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Backed up just a bit following the penalty. Here's 1st and 20. Throwing from the gun here. It's everything he has under this one. It is caught at the 20. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, here's Baker. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's a toss to White. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
White, and he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's a give to Chung. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. On to 44.
First and 10 at the 40.
Hand off to Chubb on his own lead. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Completes it quick. Good running here. He's across the 15. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 31. Buccaneers 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Houston.
Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Chase it out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And it's incomplete. Went deep into the bag of tricks there on 2nd down. We expect something a little more conventional here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and
10. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Point it right.
3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. It's grabbed inside the 30. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. It's a gift to White. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Baker now. Jump off, caught by his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. This game right here, partner, has been a really good demonstration of why they value this guy beyond his running ability. Look at what he brings to their passing game as well.
Yeah, tremendous boost for the offense and a tremendous nightmare for this defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
So that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His pick there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can run either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves it better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. This defense just kept swarming.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun now, first round. Caught by Collins on the slant. The 40. Into the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
These running backs love getting to the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Up the middle, here goes White. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's Chubb on second down. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Stroud now on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one, okay? This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's thrown again. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. He puts him there under it, deep down the left. Brought in, inside the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. Mayfield urging his guys to the line. Pass play on first and goal. He completes it in traffic. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. White. They're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to turn back or hung on. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10. They'll set up for the onside kick that they must recover. Just one timeout left in their pocket. Do the Bucs get to it in time? Yes! It's Buccaneer football! Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
180!
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
To throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Texans grab it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Texans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka, but still in good shape with 2nd and short. From the gun, Mayfield. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Mayfield's able to get him the 1st down before sliding to a stop. They've got to keep moving quick here. First down, here's Baker. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
The Texans take over 1st down.
Line up the design keeper. It was the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that